So this is the shed you have access to?
We actually, the same person that owns the building owns this, but we pay rent on this and lease it. So this I can access.
And what can you do out of here?
Not a lot. My principal job is to work with landowners to come up. I'm, for lack of better terms, I'm a wildlife specialist.
Okay.
So I do a lot of wildlife management plans. I work with the Conservation Reserve Program, or CRP. I work for a board of 5 landowners here in the county. So I'm not a state employee, I'm not a federal employee. A local employee would be the best way to describe it. It's nice to have somebody on the ground that can point out different things to you. And that's why, once that phone call comes in or the person enters the door, it's good to have somebody go out in the field with them, look at the site and say, yeah, you do need a structure here, and maybe point out that, that's not the only thing that's going on here. Maybe, you could leave a little bit more residue up in the field to slow the water down, or a grass strip above where the structure is to slow it down. So that's why it's important to have somebody on site with the landowner too. Yeah. So basically we have a contract with NRCS to complete the plans, do the site visits, work with the landowners. And we do get money from them. This is basically where I've been working for right now. There's my calendar I've been keeping from work. I've got a list of the phone numbers from all the other office staff. I've been keeping a schedule every day, keeping a log for the number of phone calls, number of contacts I've had with landowners and what projects I'm working on. I've also been emailing from home the directors as to what I've been doing. Yeah. I tried to get a hold of our AC today, and I'm not sure where she's at, but I'd like to get together with her, and we're going to grab the district computer out of the office and take it into the shed and do a little work on that too.
Which office?
The USDA office.
Okay.
That we can do since it's a district computer. We can't do anything. I'm not even going to turn the light switch on. Basically, just go and get the district computer, take it out and work on it.
Really? So, how much more limited are you here, with this stuff?
I have no access to the official USDA maps that we use that show field numbers, field acreages. I can still get a map out of Google Earth on my own, but I have no access to farm numbers. There's track numbers on the maps, things like that, to just keep basic order of where you're at and what fields you're in and stuff like that. Okay. So anything I use, I have to produce on my own at this point. Wow. So, which is not a huge deal, but it still takes time. It's frustrating. It's time I can be using it more wisely, in my opinion. For some reason, I can't access the district email.
How backlogged potentially would you be since you can't access that?
Personally, the computer I use that I can't touch, I bet you over a week I'll have 70 to 100 emails on there. The other problem we have is we get bills for the district operations on electronically. So if we stay out too long, we're going to be overdue on those bills if we can't get to them. Okay. And there's no place for the people to call either. So,
jeez.
It makes it fun.
Yeah, probably not though.
No, it's frustrating, to be honest with you.
Can you describe the frustration of an actual government employee? Because I'm sure you have a lot of friends there.
Well, I haven't talked to anybody since we closed down, so I can't give you first-hand experiences. I think there was some anxiety over pay. They're not getting paid right now. They may in the future, but right now there's not a check coming in. And I think that was the biggest thing right now is you've got bills coming in but no pay. And I think that would be for anybody. There's a lot of people who've been unemployed the last few years around here. Even a 2 to 3 week period without a paycheck, you can have some strain.
13,000 people in the USDA. I mean, and the term is non-essential government employees. Right. And so people think, if they're not essential, then they're not important. And that's got to have an impact.
Yeah, it has an impact more than just the government employees like myself. Just on a related issue, I'm the janitor at the USDA building too. So far I've missed 2 cleaning sessions, and I will not get paid for those at all. That money's gone. We store equipment out here. We work with the Pheasants Forever group, you know, to keep some of their seed out here, you know, so like a warehouse basically. But I've been working on seed, taking phone calls out here. There's some equipment that you see that's the districts, and I've been maintaining that too.
Now, this is next to the USDA building.
Yes.
What I'm wondering is, if we went in there right now,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying you have to let me in, but what would we see in there? Is it just completely cleared out?
No, it looked like any other workday except there's no people, there's no lights on. You know, the air conditioning, of course, is turned way down. It's basically just sitting empty right now. But everything's there except for some personal items that employees took when they left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're ready to go as soon as you know, everything's lifted and everything's settled. The problem is right now we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, if we had some indication that there was going to be an end to it, there'd be some light at the end of the tunnel, but right now it's just kind of vague.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like anyone's talking to anybody else in Washington.